Welcome to the Beesies.
I'm Abby.
I'm Brittany.
I'm Jenny.
And I'm Mackenzie.
Remember the college days when you were best friends with your roommates?
You would come home and talk about anything and everything together.
We miss this phase so much that we decided we needed this quality roommate time again.
So welcome to the Beesies. Come over and get cozy with your new favorite roommates.
Guys, I'm feeling so sleepy today.
Oh.
So I'm sorry if I'm a little... Ooh.
I hope we get slap happy you then.
I don't know. That's definitely not the vibe I'm feeling, but we'll see how it goes.
I'm going to manifest it.
Yeah. It was my first day at a real life job. So apparently that's a lot of hard work and I'm tired.
It is. Tell us all about it. Where are you working? What is happening?
Okay. Well, here's the 411. So I got a job randomly. These people at the Gem Studio reached out to me because I filled out an application months ago. And by months, I mean like back in September.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a while.
Sorry, I thought they had like found you on Instagram or something. The way that you were saying that,
It was so random
No,
after I applied.
It was so random because I applied months ago and never expected, like after they didn't, I didn't hear back from them within a month. I was like, okay, that application just went into the abyss. So when I randomly got a message in the middle of November, I was like, whoa, what's going on? And I had an interview, and then I had another interview, and then I went on my trip. And when I came back, I had a job.
Wow.
So that's crazy.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great about it, actually.
You said this was your first day?
Yeah, I had like a bunch of training today. And granted, it was only like 4 hours. So it's not like it was gruesome in any way.
Yeah.
More my tiredness has to do actually with the fact that I had to stay up editing last night and then didn't get much sleep. But, you know, if I wanted to bring it up, that was a perfect way to bring it up.
Wait, so what is the Gem Studio?
Yes.
So the Gem Studio is this store. It's like based out of Utah. So there's a lot of Utah locations, but it's in like Arizona too and other places. And you can basically go and make your own jewelry, like your gem jewelry, silversmith type jewelry. So you can make like rings, necklaces, bracelets, like any of that kind of stuff. They also do like permanent jewelry and charm bracelets and necklaces. And so I am now you sign up for workshops. And when you do a workshop, you get taught by a silversmith who helps you through the workshop and helps you create your pieces. So I am one of the silversmiths. And
That's
I guide people
I like that
through
title.
their workshops.
Nice.
Is it the one at the same mall that I work at, or is there another location?
Oh,
Happy.
I know.
I just realized that.
I can visit you,
We
or
can-
we can go on lunch breaks together.
That's
Yeah.
fun.
I know.
And
I
I
was
can
the-
come in to fix my charm necklace.
Mhm.
'Cause that's where I got it.
Yes. Right, really?
Mhm.
Why? How did
But
it
in
break?
Utah. Well, it didn't break. I'm an idiot, and I sprayed sunscreen directly onto it when I was in Hawaii. And
Oh.
almost every single charm is okay, but the locket rusted instantly. So I
Oh,
just need to
no.
remove that and then space them out,
Get, like,
which
a
I could
different
get the
charm or something.
tools myself. But
Yeah.
yeah.
That's true. You could.
Anyways.
Yeah. So today we did like a little bit of employee training and then like learned how to do charms and permanent jewelry. So I have like a new
Oh,
bracelet
fun.
on my wrist for like permanent jewelry bracelet type
That's
thing.
so fun.
Yeah. And it's fun because I get to keep all the stuff that I make in training. So
Very fun.
Wait, that's so cool.
yeah.
You're gonna
But
have so much
I have to
jewelry.
wait 30 days, I will admit.
Oh,
That's okay.
To actually get
the
it?
stuff you make.
I think they just don't want me to like steal it.
yeah.
Which
I
is
guess that
fine.
makes sense.
I get that. Yeah.
They're
Like, you know,
we don't want you to do training leave with all
ask
this
for
new
a job
jewelry.
and get a bunch of free jewelry and then just like dip.
Yeah.
So-
That makes sense.
eventually I will get it, and that's exciting and fun.
That is so fun.
So yeah,
Very cool.
This
Good
sounds
times.
Amazing. Look at you accomplishing your goal for the year.
Mhm.
yes, and that's what I was gonna say. Is it's actually perfect for like today and what we were talking about, because that was at the beginning of the year when we did our 2024 predictions and goals. That was one of my goals is to get a job, and look at me finally
Look at you.
accomplishing that in the 11th hour,
Hey,
literally, because it's the 11th month.
better than nothing. Actually,
Yeah.
we're
It
in
is
December.
actually-
Yeah.
Well, technically
when
I
you
got
got
the
the
job
job,
when
yeah.
we were
True.
in
True,
November.
true,
Yeah.
I was like, Abby,
Yeah. No. I can do the math.
December.
But also, if no, it still wouldn't make sense. Never mind. Never mind.
Any other life updates before we get into kind of a recap from the year? I feel like thinking through some things, I feel like it kind of all relates, but I don't know if y'all had anything on your mind.
I got my first ever yeast infection.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yikes.
Happened right before finals,
Oof.
right before my first final. But I think I'm healed now.
That's good.
Really?
That's terrible.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
a terrible, terrible time.
Yeah.
That reminds me. So about 7 days ago, I started making sourdough starter.
Oh, yeast.
Kenzie, I'm so excited for you.
Thank you.
I was like, how?
Have you
Yesterday,
named your starter?
I have what?
Have you named your starter?
No, but she's very
You should.
hungry, and
Mm.
I need to start feeding her 2 times a day. But I've only been feeding her 1 time a day.
You
Wow,
don't need to feed her 2
starvation.
times a day.
But she passed the float test last night,
Good.
but then failed it
There you
today.
go.
That's okay.
Oh.
So
Only feed her once a day.
you
I
think?
promise. Yes. Because it's colder right now too.
Mm,
Yeah. I would say once a day because you don't want to overfeed it.
Did you make her from scratch, or did you buy starter and
Yeah,
use
you
that?
just have to use flour and water,
Yeah, you did it all
Really?
from scratch.
Yep.
Nice.
and then
What? I
dump
don't
it half out, and then cup of flour, little less than a cup of water. Keep on going.
I
Yep.
don't get that. That's crazy, and it's a living thing.
It pulls in yeast from the air.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it.
Natural
That kind of
yeast.
scares me.
It's
That's
living,
kinda
let me tell
gross.
you.
Thinking about that, there's yeast in the air.
I think it's technically bacteria, which is like there's bacteria everywhere.
There's
that's where the
bacteria
But the
everywhere.
starter
taste
acts
comes.
as a
Mhm.
yeast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. I'm so excited for you.
Thank you.
I'll
That
send
is
you my
awesome.
recipe
Yeah,
if you want.
please send me your cheddar jalapeno.
Oh, yes. Oh, I'm going to make myself one. I need to feed my starter, actually. That's great.
That's the thing about sourdoughs. I feel like once you start, you can never stop because the starter just, I don't
You
know,
can
you
put it
have
in the
to feed it
fridge.
all the time.
No,
Yeah, you can put it in the fridge.
like
Or you can
I
just murder her.
took mine out of the fridge yesterday. It'd been in there for like a month, which technically, if you put it in the fridge, you're supposed to take it out and feed it once a week. I think
Yeah.
you're fine. It just
I
may
just-
take a couple feedings before it's alive again.
Yeah. It feels to me like a permanent commitment, kind of like having a child.
Mm.
A little less permanent.
know?
Because if you kill it, it's
Sure.
not the end of the world. And it's
Sure.
not real
yes.
murder.
I don't know about that.
I also think, though, TikTok especially has made it seem more complicated than it is. Like, I don't think it's like once you kind of get used to it, it can be a lot more simple than people make it seem.
I am unfortunately using bleached flour.
That's okay.
But she passed the float test last night. So I feel like there's some hope.
Are you using all-purpose flour, or is it like bread flour?
Not bread flour. All purpose.
Just
I will
all-purpose flour?
say bread flour does make a pretty big difference.
I have bread flour that I just didn't think to use it in the sourdough
Mhm.
starter because the video I was watching, she was just using all-purpose flour. But then she used bread flour when making the actual loaf.
Yeah. I would definitely use bread flour for the loaves. But it's good for the starter too. It has a higher protein content.
Mm.
I don't know, math, science, or something, chemistry, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Isn't
Speaking
it crazy
of,
to think that baking is just like science? That it's
it
like
actually
fun.
is wild.
It's like adult science
I
experiments.
and like way more fun.
I started following
Kinda
this
cool.
Instagram account. I think it's called like Half Batch Cooking or Baking
Yes.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Love her. Like she explains the
Amazing.
science of like why should you chill your sourdough cookie dough or not sourdough, your sugar cookie dough.
Yeah.
Like the difference between chilled and unchilled. Those types of things.
That's crazy.
I love things like that because it like baking and cooking is just so fun. But like there will be steps in a recipe where it's like, do I really need to do this? And then someone explains the why, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
that's actually worth it.
Mhm.
That's how I feel with brown butter. I have recently been doing a lot of recipes that want brown butter.
Everything is better with brown
It's
butter.
so good.
Mhm.
And it I
Mhm.
used to think it was so hard. It's so simple.
Mhm.
I'm like, this is great. I'm converted.
Especially if you have cold butter and you have to warm it up to make it soft anyways, you might as well just melt it and make it brown butter.
Seriously.
I make brown butter everything. Brown butter, my favorite chocolate chip cookies. I will never make plain chocolate chip cookies ever again. They must be brown butter chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I made a brown butter syrup to go in like my coffees and my hot chocolates and everything
Mm.
like that recently. And it's delicious. I could eat that thing just straight.
Mhm.
I have taken a couple licks.
Nice.
I will say that.
Sounds so good.
But it's
I
so
have
good.
another update.
You
Tell
have
us.
another
Okay.
yeast infection.
Yes, from this
Yeah.
conversation.
She's like, we've strayed too far off of what I
Wow,
wanted
that
to
really
She's
say.
like, I'm
did.
developing a yeast infection as we speak.
Kenzie's sourdough
I
transferred
do
to
feel
my
like it.
body.
I
Okay,
was
go
gonna
ahead, Jenny.
say I like white men now,
Oh.
but
Too bad your husband's black.
yeah, but then
Yeah.
I remembered I can only think of one white man. I thought I had a few,
Who?
but I can't remember the other ones. I can only think of Paul Mescal.
Oh, yeah. That's a great answer, though. Did you watch his
Who?
Variety interview with
Ariana, no.
Ariana? He
Abby,
is an
Paul
actor,
Mescal.
right? You would
Mescal?
recognize his face.
Mescal?
Probably.
I didn't
He's
know
from-
his
Is he-
name.
Is he a knockoff tequila?
I've never heard
Oh,
of it.
he is Irish.
Really?
Yeah, anytime
And
I
I
see
love
him, I
him.
just think of Niall Horn. And I'm like, oh, I like Niall.
I've been starting to think of that. And he has a big nose, which I like.
Does he? I've never noticed that.
Really?
It's like a
What
big
was he
Roman
in
nose.
that like made you love him? Did you see Gladiator?
I saw
something?
Gladiator and I knew him from Normal People, and then I
Mm.
rewatched Normal People, and then I stalked like an account dedicated to him for like a few hours and then days, and I just love
Mm.
him.
Yeah, you went down the rabbit hole.
And I wish I could remember what other white guy I liked. There's like two.
Is it Luigi?
He's Italian.
Mm.
Have you guys been
That's
seeing
really
stuff about his YouTube? Luigi?
No.
Yeah.
I saw some random.
He had said something about December 11th.
Yeah. Can't wait for tomorrow.
Oh.
All I saw today, I don't have a lot of context. I'm not going to act like a professional on this, is basically that after he was arrested, his YouTube posted a video, so he probably scheduled it, saying, if you're
Oh.
seeing this, I'm arrested.
Oh my gosh.
Something
no
coming
way.
soon. And then it was like, it said like December 11th. But then the other thing that I saw in this video was how his YouTube profile picture, I guess, is a picture of him with McDonald's, like a Happy Meal. And he was arrested in a McDonald's. So people are
Wow.
thinking he planned all of this and
Mm.
he meant to get arrested.
You know, I've been seeing actually a lot of
So-
TikTok speculating that it's like something like this is a little suspicious because of how easy it was for them to find him, like and all that stuff. I don't know.
But I mean,
I
it
don't even
wasn't
know.
that easy.
I know nothing about it. I've seen about 3 videos of it, so but that's so funny.
I can't wait.
I'm going to say something radical.
Okay.
Oh, no. Here we go.
Literally all of the problems in our world can be boiled down to violent men. The day that
You're
men
not
learned that they
wrong.
could be violent to solve their problems is like
Mhm.
the day that we were doomed.
Well, and
And
like
they could use
either-
violence to get power.
that's
Yeah, I
been
would say
true
it's more
since
the
like
obsession of
BC, you know? That's always happened.
power. Mhm.
Well, yes, the obsession with power, but then using violence as a means to get that power.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think when you have an obsession of power, you will use anything to receive that power. Versus
Totally.
like if we led the world with love, then we wouldn't be so doomed.
I think
You
it's
know?
capitalism.
That's
Which
the other
to me,
thing I want to say.
capitalism equals power.
The other thing I want to say, I
Say it.
am also being radicalized, like literally, like the proletariat, like Bernie Sanders of it all.
Oh.
I get it now. Like I'm like
Yeah.
literally, do not trust any person with power or influence or money that is
No.
trying to tell you that things like healthcare are a right versus a left issue. It's a class issue.
It
Anyways,
is.
that's my
Mhm.
I don't know.
100%.
That's my life
That was so
update.
radical.
It's just that I'm being
She's
radicalized.
been
Snaps
radical.
all
I don't
around.
support killing people though. I just want to say that.
Nope.
I support-
He's like the
Revolution.
Robin Hood, I feel like, in this situation.
Yeah.
You know, go after the power hungry money lords.
I will say that man is never mind.
Say it.
You were about to say he's hot, huh?
Just like strikingly hot. Like he's- but I also am like I don't want to
Honestly,
glorify like I don't know. I think he was unwell, so I feel bad like talking.
I
about it.
also
People
think he
can
was
be unwell and attractive.
Yes. Yeah.
That's so fast.
I mean,
Examples right here.
I was gonna say, aren't all four of us ill in the brain?
We're all
Yeah,
a little
speaking
unwell.
of being yeah. I went to the neurologist and he bumped
good.
up my Zoloft to 100 mgs. So,
What was it at before?
50. Usually you started out at 25.
Wow.
So,
I was actually
Go
not
you.
to-
one up
not
me.
to
Oh my goodness.
No, I don't know what this. I don't even know what not to sound like. But I was telling Jacob like last week. I was like, I think Kenzie should be on 100.
Oh. Well, so the thing
I think
is
she's a
knew.
little too anxious.
well, the thing is like my issue is more depression. So I was like, brother, like, don't
Yeah.
you want to like increase my Wellbutrin? And he's like, I think it'll do the same thing.
Huh.
Yeah,
That's
because
weird.
when I was so dark, they bumped me up to 50, and then I was like, oh, okay.
But he said
So-
something like it takes 4 weeks for anxiety,
Yeah, it
8
took a
weeks for
bit.
depression, or vice versa.
So
Whatever.
it's like kind of faster acting if that's the case.
No, literally,
Yeah.
I bumped mine. I think in like January, and then I felt better in March.
yeah. That,
Did anything
think-
funny? Did you say
Interesting.
I, when I had to bump mine up, I had like a video appointment
mhm.
and the video froze of the doctor, but it was so funny because he was very not personable at all.
Mhm.
And he was like asking stuff and I was like, yeah, I just feel like hopeless and like I'm failing everyone, blah blah blah. And he's like, oh, why do you feel that way? Like it was just so like, was yours funny at all?
I love him so much. He's from Denmark. He's like
Okay.
6'2".
Okay, King.
In his like late 30s, he looks like he could be my age.
He's
my
like
gosh.
hot doctor status.
Yeah, the most
Mm,
beautiful
uh-huh.
blue eyes.
Should we write a romance book about this?
Yes.
And well, so I went in there. I told Derek, I was like, I want them to like do something with medication for like my depression. Like, I'm gonna ask them. But then like the topic of like alcohol came up, and I was like, oh, I drink like once a month, and then like, but Derek kept asking about like medication and like, oh, is she gonna get drunk faster or whatever? And I'm like, you're making me sound like
Yeah.
I have like substance
Also,
abuse issues.
You're already a lightweight.
So-
so
So I didn't bring it up, but he brought it up. So I was like,
Mm.
okay, I accept.
You let him into your doctor's appointments?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would never.
Derek and I see the same primary care, and
Oh,
he was just there
nice.
for like support for the neurologist, but we do see the same primary care, and we go at the same time and stuff. But like things like
Oh,
pap
that's kinda
smears, I go
nice.
by myself. Like he doesn't need to
Well,
yeah.
be there for that.
Yeah.
Derek's like in there helping.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
my gosh,
I-
you know he. Yeah.
He
He
would.
probably would do it.
He'd
He's
be like,
probably
"This is
like,
great
I'm a medical
experience."
student.
Yeah, no, literally.
Can I
like,
do it?
Yes. 'Cause he'd be like, I'm a nursing student. Yeah.
Yeah, he would just be doing it for the experience.
Oh my gosh.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I think my psychiatrist will probably up my Wellbutrin
ooh, let me know how that goes.
when I go. I will. She asked last time. She's like, "Do you want me to up it?" And I was like,
Well, how many weeks
I'll
has it
wait.
been since you?
At that point, it had been like 3 weeks. So I was like,
That's
I'll,
crazy.
I
I feel like
will
that's pretty
wait. I know. I
fast,
was like,
yeah.
that's quick. And she's like, okay, we can evaluate like next time and see. She's like, I just want you to know, like, if you want to go up, I'm not gonna like think you're crazy or something. Like that's totally okay. It's very normal. Because I think she
She
would
really
like
wants you to
basically the
go up.
conversation.
Mhm.
She's like, you need it. Well, no, the
Yeah.
conversation we had was basically like her just making me feel comfortable asking, because she's like, a lot of people will be nervous
Yeah.
to ask to like adjust, and she's just like, I just want you to know that like if you ever want to go up, go down, that's a conversation we can have. So I go back in like a week or two, I think. So I'll probably go up then.
It is so nice
So.
to have providers that like trust you. Like when
Totally.
you say I'm struggling, I would like to try this medication. Not saying that it could solve all of my problems. I just want to try this, and they trust
Yeah.
you, and they're like, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Mhm.
really, really like my psychiatrist and my therapist, honestly. They're both great.
Nice.
Tara and Joanne, my gals.
I was
The best duo, best
was
team.
She-Dogs.
looking for yeah.
Bleep it out.
I was looking for therapists, and I was like, should I get into horse therapy? Because one of them offered horse therapy, and I was like, should I
Oh.
become a horse girl?
Does your
But I'm not
insurance
interested in
cover
horses.
horse therapy?
I have no idea.
That's
I found another therapist that I'm
wild.
going to reach out to, and she offers walk therapy.
Oh,
Oh,
Where
I
you go on walks with her.
Oh.
and you
that
talk.
sounds like it was made for you.
It does, because I love walking and talking.
Is it by the beach?
No, but it's in Beverly Hills.
Ooh.
So-
Okay. Abby kind of
Interesting.
already started this, but I would like us all to evaluate the goals we set for the
Yes.
year
And
Yeah.
our predictions as well. Can we do
and
our
the
pop
predictions. They're
culture
funny.
predictions?
Yeah. So for the listeners who may not like know exactly what we're talking about, at the beginning of this year, we did an episode. Well, I think I said this already. Whatever, I'm saying it again.
It's okay.
We did an episode called 2024 Predictions and Goals, where we laid out our 2024 predictions and goals. So now that we are at the end of 2024, we are going back and reviewing our 2024 predictions and goals.
Yes. Abby did amazing
Reacting,
because her
whatever.
goal was to get a job, and she did it.
Basically, I accomplished all my goals, guys.
I think
this
actually
year.
all of you did your goals except for me. So
What was your
it's
goal?
fine. Well, no, I kind of did. Basically,
It was something about Disney, right? To get money to.
Yeah, it was to have my bakery,
Your bakery.
like pay for all travel. But and so that's where it's like a half didn't. It did pay for our Disney trip in March, which is
Mhm.
great. And then I pretty much stopped baking because I was extremely overwhelmed because I don't know how to say no to people. So I would be baking like 30 loaves a week, which is a lot when I work full time still.
Yeah.
So I got overwhelmed. And now I just bake for myself. But I did start going back to school, which will eventually help me have a different job. So I feel like it's like
Yeah, it balanced.
it
out.
worked in the way I didn't expect, but we're getting to the same result.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's beautiful. Sometimes, you got to roll with the unexpected.
That's been this year for sure.
Yeah.
I think
I do have to mention too, I was listening to the episode today, and in the episode we were all saying, how did 2023 go? And I was like, overall so good. And I just want to compare 2024 to 2023 and say that this year was absolute shit on so many levels.
Thank you.
Interesting.
And I
Interesting.
think that
Yeah.
is a common theme
I
for
feel the
many, many,
same.
many people. Because let's remember how this year started off for me. Andrew fell
Oh,
off
oh,
a roof.
That's wild that was this year.
Yeah.
And
I
that
know,
was
that feels
half
so
of our
long
year
ago.
spent in hospitals, doctors' visits, surgeries.
Yeah.
I'm over it.
Yeah.
I will not miss you 2024.
Yeah. It's been a hard year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am coming out of this year. Like the one word I could think of is like disoriented. Like I feel like I'm playing like pin the tail on the donkey where like they blindfold you and spin you around and then you just have to like go
You don't even
forward.
know where the donkey
Yeah.
is.
You're like, what tragedy next?
Yeah. I'm like,
100%.
where am I? Where are we going?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I feel like my one word would be just depressed. But that's okay.
Ooh, all D words.
Depressed and
Disoriented,
stressed.
depressed,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Distressed.
distressed,
Di-
disastrous.
guys-
yeah.
Kenzie,
Disastrous.
do you remember what your goal was?
My goal was to run in the New York City Marathon, and I did that.
You're so amazing.
Yay.
You both
Yay.
did it. And you did say specifically to run with Jenny.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Look
and
at you
for
both.
charity.
Yeah.
Which you did.
Yep.
You really manifested it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Yeah. It came and
Um,
went so fast.
It
Yeah.
really did.
I know. Can you
Um,
believe that? It's like already over.
Yeah.
Another one of Kenzie's goals was to be a dreamer.
Oh God, yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I think it was
Dreamer.
because the conversation was Jenny shared her goal of having a big summer job where she made like, I think you said like 40,000 or something.
Oh yeah.
And how then we were talking about how like sometimes it's just good to like have those outlandish goals. Like I'm just gonna dream big. And Kenzie was like, I need to do that more. So she's like, this year I'm gonna be a dreamer.
Yeah,
Did you
no. No. I was too busy being spun around with a blindfold on.
You can't dream
Yeah.
when you're disoriented.
Yeah.
Too disoriented to dream.
Oh man.
I'll make a t-shirt out of that.
Any other personal goals?
Jenny,
I
Your
got my
goal?
big summer job.
you did.
I secured it. I'm gonna work in entertainment. Sorry to all you guys. I had a good year. Sorry to
You
these
did.
women.
You were thriving.
great.
That's okay.
No, I'm so proud of you.
No, it
So-
was a good year for me. There's just parts that were like, oof, that was hard. But
Mhm. Like we had some
Right.
highlights and a
Yeah.
lot of like low lights.
are you still I can't remember, so maybe this I'm terrible, but are you still working there currently? Your summer place?
No, that was just summer.
Oh, okay.
Now
I
just do
couldn't remember
school,
if
and
you
then
kept
next
going.
summer.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Will you have to reapply or do you just get to like go back?
It's a different job that I'm going to.
Oh, okay.
Mm,
And that's the one that's going to pay me $1 million.
Oh, we love that. Is it
that's
still in
amazing.
California?
Yeah. in
Very
LA.
nice.
In Century City, which is near where I live already.
That is so nice.
So I'm chilling.
That is a big accomplishment.
Thank you.
Proud of you.
Did you guys think of any like goals for 2025?
Oh my
No,
god.
but I still have to talk about my
I know.
other 2024
I know. I'm
goal.
just saying, put that
Okay.
in your brain. Let's talk about 2025.
Yeah.
While
Yeah.
we talk about what our like pop culture predictions were
Oh,
for
wait.
Yes.
2024.
Oh yeah.
But also, do you
that
guys
too.
also do the
I did,
Vision board?
and then literally
vision boards?
last week when I realized how bad of a year this was in like protest, I was like, I'm taking down this mood board.
I'm just wondering if you guys got your mood board.
I haven't really
yes.
wanted to do a vision board. Like I just feels like so much work to me, so I just don't typically do it because I don't know. It doesn't feel right for my life, I guess.
Right.
I
Yeah,
did this
yeah.
year for the first time ever, and I've had it as my lock screen,
Yes.
and I did enjoy it. I'm a fan. Not gonna lie.
I like looking at pictures of things I love on my lock screen. So, mostly
Well,
my child.
I guess that's why I like it is that I have multiple lock screens. So like when I'm at work, it automatically changes to a different lock screen. So it's a picture of Scott and I, but then my home screen is my vision board. And then when I'm not at work, it's
Ooh, I like that.
my lock screen is my vision board. And then my home screen is just like, I think it's just blue. I don't have a picture.
Mm-hmm.
So it changes based
You
off of my
might
location.
say I'm a dreamer.
Nice.
Abby, what was your other goal?
Oh, so one more thing though that I mentioned for this year was that we were going to be going to New York,
Yes.
and that I really wanted to go see the light up hot air balloon from
Scott's picture.
from Scott's picture. Thank you very much. I was like, what's the word? Yeah, Scott posted a picture last year when you guys went to New York, and I really wanted to go to the same place. And so when we went to New York for Thanksgiving, because it was all decorated for Christmas, I saw the hot air balloon, which is in Hudson Yards, by the way, which I didn't realize was a mall, but now I know it's a mall. And like that, I love that mall. It has like a lot of stores that I could spend
It's
all
fun.
day in. Specifically this one Japanese store that Andrew wanted to go into like 5 times, and I wanted to buy all the little containers that were like $2.
Yeah.
But yeah, so just visiting New York in general was like a huge bucket list thing, and I have to say I'm not gonna like talk about the trip on here because that is gonna take up way too much time, but I just want to say I loved it. I was a happy girl, and it was beautiful, and I also got a tattoo there, which is really
Yes.
exciting. So
I'm
Those
so
are the
excited about it.
highlights.
It's so
Yeah.
cute.
It is.
it is so cute.
It just fits you so perfectly.
Yes. Here, I'll try. I mean, I don't think if anybody's watching, I don't really think you can like actually see, but you can like kind of see. I don't know. It's hard.
hard
It's
to
a
see
little
in the light.
jellyfish on my arm. And I also decided to do all my tattoos from here on out forever in brown ink instead of black, because I'm different. You know?
Facts.
So
I like
yeah.
that. That's
Thank
Should
so
we
you.
move to
exciting.
New York?
Absolutely.
Yes.
I have to admit, though, out of like all the cities I've visited, it isn't my favorite. I do want to go back because I want to actually stay in the city, but Paris is just so much better.
Mm.
You know?
Yeah, they're just so
Yeah.
different.
I love
Yeah,
New
like
York.
one's clean and one's dirty.
Well.
You should go to Chicago. Chicago is a
Oh,
very
love
clean,
Chicago.
beautiful city.
I have been to
Oh.
Chicago. I also like Chicago. It's nice.
Yeah. Very
I
clean.
wanna
Yeah,
move
I've been to
there.
Chicago, San Francisco, London, France, like in Paris, and New York.
Phoenix. Just kidding.
Phoenix. So I've been to like a few major big
Mhm.
cities.
Yeah.
I haven't been to Boston.
Neither have I.
Let's go to Boston. Let's go. I love Boston. On our
I could
podcast,
do-
we said we would do a summer girls trip, but it
Yeah,
didn't happen.
we
and
didn't
probably
do that.
never
Oh.
happen.
We really
Good
should
point.
do Boston.
Maybe we could do like a summer in Boston. That'd be so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Or
That'd
Maine.
be so fun.
I want to go to Maine in the summer.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I wanna go
I
to
want to stay
Maine.
at a lake house.
yes.
Let's do it.
Beautiful.
Alrighty.
So,
Yes, go
sorry,
ahead.
no, you're good. Our predictions. I'm thinking
I was
of
gonna
what I
say-
said. I predicted that all of the Kardashians were going to be in like public relationships by the end of this year. I got it wrong. But also I'm here to say I'm officially over the Kardashians. Kim is a
Yeah.
Wow.
is a low-key Trumpy.
Mhm.
I think it's time to like completely cancel her.
Who is? They all are, or just Kim?
I think Kim for
Okay.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I will say this is probably the year that I have been the least interested in them,
I haven't watched a single
just as a whole.
episode of their
Yeah,
show this
Me
year.
either.
Just
I've also
kind
started
of-
to unfollow them.
Yeah, I unfollowed
All.
all of them.
Mm.
I still follow a
It's-
couple of them, but I don't actively look at any of their stuff.
Yeah.
I think I unfollowed all.
Um,
It's kind of crazy that we ended last year with like talking about the Kardashians and Taylor Swift so
Mhm.
much in that episode, because I feel like that was all we talked about last year was like Taylor Swift and the
know.
Kardashians. And compared to this year, we have reduced,
Who?
like they have not been on our radar very much this year,
No, not as much.
which is crazy. but also good.
Yeah.
Also, side note, okay, I'm gonna say something about Taylor Swift. You guys, was like so depressed this past week. I just needed something to like excite me and look forward to. I could not fall asleep without watching a live stream of her last Eras tour show.
Okay.
I didn't watch the full thing. I just kept coming back because I
don't
was like,
blame
is
you.
she gonna announce something? Like, I need something to
Yeah.
look forward to. Like,
Yeah,
And
you just
nothing
needed
happened.
the
nothing
hopes.
happened.
Ay.
Whatever. I'm
Even
here
more
to say
depressed.
that girl is burnt out, tired.
Yes.
And I feel like her not announcing thing was kind of like a middle finger, like I gave
please
this
leave
all
me
I
alone.
could. Like, you
It's
guys
not
are
enough
like
for you.
leeches. You're vampires. You just
Yeah.
suck
Totally.
everything out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we
That's a really
acknowledge
good point.
my hot take is that she should not have done 2 years of the Eras tour.
I agree.
Like, I love how big it was. It was
Mm.
so big last year, especially. And I do understand that this year was mostly the world tour versus like
Yeah.
the US tour. But I do feel like 2 whole years almost, it was basically 1.5 of the Eras tour, is crazy.
I
Like,
disagree.
that's so much work for her.
I think the only reason I disagree is I think she would have wanted to do all the places that she did. So the only
Yeah.
way she really could have not had it that long is if she would have either not gone everywhere she wanted to,
Mm-hmm.
or if she would have just gone straight through. And that,
That's hard.
yes. And that's the thing, is I'm so glad she was able to have breaks at certain points. And so it's like, I agree it's crazy that it was that long, but I don't know that she could have done it in a better way that didn't burn
Yeah.
her out more.
I'm not
Does that make
necessarily
sense?
like so upset about it, but it is one thing that I was just like
It's
thinking
crazy
that it's
though.
crazy that it was still going on this year, and I wasn't really like it was my whole feed last year, and I didn't
yeah.
see much of it.
Yes.
So I was like, oh my gosh, she's still going.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it
It-
just felt like that.
It did start to feel like Harry Styles last tour,
yeah,
where
that
it was
was
just like,
crazy. He was always on
Is
stage.
this
He was-
ever
Forever.
ending?
and that one, like, he literally was like continuously doing shows. Like, he didn't really
Yeah.
have breaks.
That was
like
so
15
crazy.
nights in a row or something
Yeah,
like that.
Literally.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Well, and Olivia
I-
Wilde
yeah.
was at every show. It was like every night there was a new video of Olivia Wilde in the audience. It never ended.
Kind of missed that
Uh,
era.
One other prediction is that I think I said that she was going to announce Rep TV and Debut
Yeah,
TV.
we all kind of
The
said.
year's not over.
Yeah,
The year's
I
not
know.
over.
obviously
I'm
that's
losing
true.
hope.
That didn't happen. However, I didn't take into account that she could have potentially released a new whole album,
That's true.
which was the
Oh.
Pose Department. And once she did that, I was like, I don't think a new one's coming out this year. So
Yeah.
I did expect an album, I guess. I didn't expect that album. So we're like 50% right there.
Right. You got
That's
a vibe.
true. It's not a full
Yeah.
loss.
Yeah.
A prediction that I had that I'm delusional is that Ariana would be engaged or married this year. And I was wrong because she's in love with Cynthia Erivo.
Mhm.
So-
Married to the game.
Yeah.
The interview with her and Cynthia acknowledging how they were both confused about the holding
So
space
And
for
the
funny.
Minecraft
interviewer
lyrics.
was confused
So
as
real.
well.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
they
because
were all confused.
because she
They
like
were
said that
all
comment that like,
acting.
oh, a lot of people are holding space for the lyrics of Defying Gravity, and Cynthia had like that really dramatic reaction to what she said. So the interviewer was
Yeah.
like taken back by why her
She's like, "Did I
reaction was
just
so
hurt you?"
like sincere.
So funny.
They all thought someone was thinking something
Yeah.
else, and they were all trying to play up as if they knew what the other person was talking
Yeah.
about.
I love it. And
That
That's
interview is
so
so
funny.
funny.
yeah,
That's so good. That's so
That
good.
movie's so good.
it's like theater kids.
Yes.
You just
Wicked was
It
incredible.
really is.
I predicted that Ron DeSantis was going to be the next president.
Boy, could we not have been more wrong
To my
with that whole
surprise,
section.
y'all still ride for Trump. I
I
I knew we had some like listen, I thought it was going to be a Republican president. I did not think that Trump would still prevail. But
I thought that the
nonetheless,
was
whole
right.
she persisted.
I
conviction
was
and
correct.
like crime thing was gonna maybe come to get
Bruh.
him, and it really didn't
No.
follow through. So that was disappointing.
Yeah.
And I also did not see Kamala like coming like that.
I did
came
not
out
see
of
that.
nowhere.
But you know who saw that? The astrology girls on TikTok.
Oh, did they?
But they also predicted that Kamala was going to win.
Yeah.
So they got it almost right.
Were you guys on the side of TikTok afterwards about the election being like, I don't want to say stolen, that's not the right word, but about like Elon Musk like tampering with the
Oh,
votes and stuff
Elon?
like that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Not with the
yeah.
votes,
And, like,
but
the
just
prophecy.
the like the like the media, like information being put out on
Yeah.
Twitter.
Oh, I didn't
No, I
see
saw
much
stuff about
that.
some sort of like prophecy and like stolen thing. Yeah, Elon was
What?
like tweeting about the prophecy or
Oh my
something.
gosh.
And then like there was some stolen information from the 2020 election that they thought that they were being used to steal the election in 2024. And then that Kamala just conceded so easily because she has some sort of
Like, she
lawyers
knows something's
team, like
happening.
trying to
Yeah.
catch him in the act or something. Yeah, I saw those conspiracy theories,
I
and I was
saw
like,
a
I
lot.
don't know. I don't know what to believe.
Well, and then I saw this one video. This person was like, I'm going to hold your hand while I say this. You're in the denial phase.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to check myself and leave TikTok for
Yeah.
a week.
Yeah.
Anyways, we don't need to go down that route.
I predicted Trump would win. The thing is, everyone's dumb.
Mhm.
And that's just facts. And that's
Mhm.
just something that's a fact. And it's like, hey, you guys, are you guys going to notice that the people that donate to Trump and all the Republicans are literally like rich businessmen
Yeah. They're the ones benefiting.
and trickle
need,
down
like-
economics doesn't work? The
we
only
need like
place
political literacy.
the only place trickle down economics works is when Jacob makes money, I get that money and I distribute it to my friends.
Yeah.
Well,
you
it
go.
only works in like a society where the people with money are not greedy, but we
Yeah.
have proven time and time again that the human race is greedy. So
Yep.
it doesn't work like
Truly,
maybe in
pride cometh
theory, but
before
in
the fall.
execution.
No,
yeah.
literally.
Well, and America's just horrible. Like, we just don't care. Like,
Yeah.
other countries, like, we just need social capitalism, not
Yes.
pure capitalism.
The other thing that was so funny was with the tariffs and like search for what is a tariff
Yeah.
skyrocketing. I've had so many customers come in.
Asking what a
not
tariff
so
is.
many. No. I've had a couple customers though that like I'll be like, "Oh, why are you buying whatever?" Trying to be vague. And they're like, "Well, want to come in before those tariffs and the prices skyrocket." I'm like, "You get it. You understand."
Yeah.
Like literally the day
Can't
after
blame
the
you.
election, one of my first customers was like, "I don't want a new product, but I want to come and upgrade before the price goes up." I'm like, "Well, you did your research.
That is
you
real.
understand that we are the
Yeah.
ones that will be suffering."
Too real.
So, anyways, another not goal. That would be funny if it's goal. A prediction was that Travis and Taylor would break up or that they would be engaged.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh yeah.
All of that was wrong, but they're still together.
They're still together, guys. Can we please acknowledge once and for all that this might be legitimate?
Yeah. I
Can
was
I-
kind of
but-
shocked listening back because I was like saying how I wasn't sure if it was a PR couple or not. I genuinely am gaslighting myself because I don't remember ever feeling that way. I feel like I've
Brittany,
always
you were absolutely on the train that it was PR.
Well, so what's funny about that is
Either
I don't
that
think
or
I
you were
ever
just trying to
actually
be nice
was.
and be a people pleaser.
I think that's what it
Mm.
was because I've never thought that. I am like the last person who can actually guess a PR couple. Even freaking Kim
Yeah.
and Pete, I was like, they're in love.
I will say
So-
you didn't say anything about it until Kenzie and Jenny started saying PR, and then you were like, "Yeah, you're right." I was like, Brittany,
Well,
come
and I think
on.
that's the thing is sometimes I just am like, I'm just gonna agree with whoever's talking. So I'm working on it.
Can I just say though, PR couple or not,
Yes.
the two of them together don't make sense to me.
No, I do agree with that. It's like I would have never picked, like if you would have said, who do you think is going to be Taylor Swift's next boyfriend? I don't even know who Travis Kelce is, so it wouldn't have been him for sure. But I wouldn't have said a football player.
I see him as kind of dumb. I see her as like a nerdy homeschool girl.
Yeah. That's why they
Weird.
work.
Yeah.
I think they both like attention, and it's a but it's real, a real PR, and they like to
They
have
feed it works because they both like attention.
yes.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
And
I get that.
I get that.
But also,
I
you
think
guys, I was
it-
watching that live stream of Taylor Swift, and I think this girl, I don't know. I hope she takes a break because
Yeah.
I
she needs
100%
it.
believe that she has like an unhealthy relationship with like fame and like her fans and
Probably.
stuff. Like she like wants the
Have you
validation and
listened to her
attention,
music?
but it's
Mhm.
also like harming her. I feel like something was off with that last show. Like
Can I
she's
say a
hot
burnt out.
take?
She is like kind of
Yes.
done with fame.
I like her. I'm a fan, unapologetically. I've owned into that this year.
Hmm.
The one thing from her tour that makes me cringe is the Champagne Problems pause when she like, I can't remember if it's before or after, but she like every single show, she like
For the
everyone's
applause?
cheering, yes, and they're cheering
Yeah.
so loud, and she like looks at them, and then she takes her headphones out, and she like is like, oh my gosh, you're so loud
Yeah.
every single time, and I'm like, it felt genuine the first time, and
Yeah.
now it's kind of like, do you really feel this
Yeah.
way? I get it on
Yeah.
the last show because it's like, this is your last time experiencing that. But every single time I would see a video of that specific moment from the tour, I would just kind of cringe. Like, it kind of gives me the ick. I don't know. That's the
Yeah.
only
It
thing,
doesn't-
though, that I'm like,
yeah,
"Ugh."
yeah.
It doesn't feel genuine, I think,
Yeah.
is what it
Yeah.
is, which is so weird because it's probably one of the most genuine moments on the show, the tour,
But
whatever.
also at a certain level
don't
of fame,
know.
like I think you do kind of get used to like thousands and thousands of people like screaming your name and cheering for
Totally.
you.
Yeah.
But I think
and
she
that's
knows
where
that
I'm
that's not
like,
a normal experience for everyone.
Yeah.
Right.
People don't get
Yeah, I
most
don't
people
know.
don't get that opportunity.
That's just the one thing I was thinking about when seeing all the like live streams and stuff the last couple tours. I was just like, I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't like that part personally, but
She loves her fans. She also kind of
She
low key
really
hates
does.
y'all.
Yeah.
That's
like
what I'm
the
telling.
love
That's
hate.
just the vibe I got from
that's
the-
what Torture's Poets taught me is that she's done.
I feel like she's got a lot of songs about that as well. Like
Yes.
the toxic relationship
Mhm.
with the fans
Mhm.
and
Yes.
with fame.
Which,
Like, yeah,
like,
I think she definitely feels that way.
when you're
and has for a long
that
time.
famous and you have been since such a young age, how can you not have a toxic relationship, you know?
Exactly. That's
like
the
that would
thing.
be
It's like
really
you-
hard.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
I think people kind of forget, I do at least, how big she really is. Like when like all this Spotify Wrapped and Apple Music Replay came out and stuff, and she was like number one
Mhm.
artist on both. And even like for mine, she was my number one artist, and I genuinely didn't think she was going to be. I was just like, oh,
It's
I'm
like
kinda
she's big without
shocked.
even having to try.
Yeah,
like
she doesn't have
without
to do
people having
anything.
to try listening to her, she's on
Which
almost
is
everybody's.
very impressive, I will say.
Yeah. It is crazy.
Okay, for 20, are there any other predictions that we?
The only
didn't-
other one was that Selena Gomez would be canceled this year.
I have to say, I feel like she's pretty quiet this year. Like she had a
I feel
couple
like she
things
was
with like
canceled, like a couple times.
That's the
rare
thing with
I'm,
her.
I'm trying to remember. I know right
She's
now,
just
like
kind of a
people
weirdo.
are criticizing her because of her accent in
Yeah.
the show or movie that she was just in, where she was speaking Spanish,
Oh. What?
but not
Yeah.
canceled.
Huh? I have not
Huh.
seen
People
that.
are making fun of her.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of making fun of. That was hard. Anyways,
Yeah.
have you guys seen the things about the in the Dancing Through Life, Nessa, the way that she says Bach?
Why
Do you
is
know what I'm
everyone
talking
freaking out
about?
that? Yeah.
Okay,
Basically,
Oh,
wanted
yeah.
to say because I
Me
went and
and
watched it
Bach.
again, and I was like, it doesn't
it's
sound that weird to
just
me.
the way she says it, I guess, is very like, instead of it being, I don't even know how you would say it different, but like Bach, it's like emphasis on the, like it more is a W instead of an O, I guess.
like a gawk almost.
Yes.
Honestly, I think Bach is a bad name. It's
Totally.
weird. I think in
I
general,
mean, all the
that
names are
character
weird.
is poorly named.
Yeah. But so I just saw a video, and I didn't fact check this too hard, so maybe it's like fake, but apparently she's re-recording that line. And
No.
Really?
yeah, and it'll be changed
Aw.
in the movie and in the soundtrack because of all the
Aw.
backlash. I'm like, that's really sad.
I saw a compilation of like the on stage Wicked, like that
Yeah.
part, and there are some Nessas that like say it the same way as her.
Mm-hmm.
I
Man.
I didn't think it was weird until I started seeing the videos about it. When I was watching it, it just sounded so endearing. Like she was just excited, and that's why it came
Yeah.
out that way. At least that's like how I felt.
Yeah,
I
like
think
she
because
was
the
like,
format of it is easier to like rewatch over and over again versus like when it's on stage,
Totally.
like it could change every
You move
night
on.
and like
Right.
you move on, you don't really notice it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, should we each give a goal for the year or a prediction? Do we
Oh my
want to do a
gosh.
goal or a prediction?
Wait, there was one more that I totally forgot about. I don't think I mentioned it in this episode that we're like reacting to, but
Mhm.
at the beginning of the year, I know I said this in a episode. I did say that this was the year that I was gonna read ACOTAR, guys. I said this is
Are you
finally
reading
it. I'm
it?
finally doing it. I'm on chapter 6.
nice.
And I've been on
Wow.
chapter 6 for 2 weeks.
You have to power
So-
through. The first book is not the best one, but it gets really good.
Uh-huh.
Just
So
power through.
We're working on
I'll
it.
come and read it to you.
Yeah. Okay.
Once you get to the
I finally
second
got
book.
to a point that's like kind of interesting, but I'm just saying we're making progress.
I'm so proud of you.
Maybe next year will be the year I read the whole series. I don't know. For 2025,
Once you get
we'll see.
halfway through this, once you get halfway through this one, you won't be able to stop. You're gonna
That is
love
what I fear.
The last book. I think it'll
Yeah.
hurt you emotionally.
Oh,
in a great
no,
way.
No, but also great.
You've been through
I
enough therapy
love it.
that it'll be okay.
Yeah. Well, have I told you guys this? I can't remember who I said this to, but I think I love books that put me on a like terrible emotional roller coaster. Some
Well-
people think it's like, oh, it hurts too deep. It's like too close to real life. I'm like, for me, because it's not actually my problems, it reminds
Yeah.
me that I have like I feel more comfortable feeling the emotions of a fictional character than I do feeling my own emotions from my own life.
I can understand that.
Yeah. So,
Deep.
if a book can make me cry, it's like a good cry
Yeah,
versus like if I cry in my own life,
I get that.
not as good, you know?
Yeah.
That reminds me of. I hope this doesn't come off as a diss. But one of my favorite Abby lines ever was when
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh,
what's his
no.
name? Oh, I feel so bad.
Riverdale.
The dad in Riverdale when he died.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
He's
And
like,
we were
"How's
texting
Archie
about
gonna
it.
feel?"
We were texting about it in our group chat, and your response was, "Oh, how's Archie gonna feel? He's gonna be so sad."
I don't remember
Why
this.
is that your
I
favorite?
remember this.
I love it. I love
Because
that.
I'm
so
acting as if a fictional
empathetic.
character is real.
Yeah, just like that was like, yeah.
But you were probably so genuine in it.
Yeah, no, like it was genuine. You genuinely felt bad for Archie.
I'm just trying to be funny, guys. I don't know what more there is. That's pure comedy.
You're like,
right
I'm just
there.
trying to make a joke, and we're all like, Abby, oh my gosh, you're so
You're such a
sensitive.
sweetheart. Like this is stand-up comedy. I don't know what else to say.
That's so funny.
Just kidding. I'm not a comedian.
You light years ahead of the
My
rest of us.
Thank you.
Goal for this year is to apply to nursing school.
Yo,
Yay.
yes, that's
Whoa.
perfect.
Jenny got like
She got so
overcome.
excited.
I feel like
with
you both
That
are
makes
more
me
excited than
very
me.
excited because today I was talking to Jacob about Secret Santa, and our rich Secret Santa is in 2027,
Okay.
and it gets us one step closer. And you guys, we have to be prepared because the
Oh, I
minimum is
forgot about
$300
that.
for the
I
gift.
forgot.
I thought it was
about
100.
No, minimum 300.
No.
But no, we have 3 years, and Brittany is taking steps to
Oh my
get
I got you
there.
guys. Can we talk about,
Uh-huh.
okay, context for the people
Oh yeah,
listening.
for everyone else.
So this would have been 7 years ago. We were at my
That's
grandma's
crazy.
house, and it was before Christmas, and we were
Oh,
talking about a
no.
white elephant with our friends from college, and we were saying, won't it be so fun one day when we're rich and we can do a white elephant but rich? And so we
Where we can
made
give like good gifts.
yes. So we made a Facebook calendar event for 10 years from then, invited everyone that was there and said, we're going to do a rich white elephant. I didn't remember the price being minimum 300. I honestly thought it would have been higher, but at the time 300, I mean 300 is a lot of money, but at the time that probably would have been like, that's so crazy. $300. I mean, that was more than our rent.
That
at
was
the time.
that's what I was gonna say.
Literally.
Isn't that crazy?
I
That's
think
so crazy.
So
I
wild.
think that might have to be the year that I
Don't attend the
distance
work.
myself from the group, and there's
Okay,
some sort of
Abby,
drama that happens.
shut up.
'cause
Abby,
I
it's
don't
3.
know
You
about
can
that.
start saving right now.
Yeah.
Like
What?
I know. Uh-huh.
$75 a year or something.
You know what's going to be
Yeah.
hard for people though is the
You
new
guys.
people who we start hanging out with.
Yeah,
inviting
they're gonna
them in
be
and
like,
being like,
whoa, whoa, whoa! I didn't.
Sorry you
Well, I
didn't sign
think
up
we
for
have to
this.
let them all know. Like
Mm.
once you become friends with us,
The real
this
ones
is
will
what
be
you're
finding out
committing
right
to.
now.
Yeah.
This is how we know.
This is the
Who's our
prophecy.
real friend.
I'm very excited.
Minimum 300 is
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
I can't believe we said that.
I'm
We're
thinking
gonna
of
have
gifts
such
right
good
now.
gifts.
I'm
And
gonna start
it's
stockpiling
not per
things.
couple, okay?
No, per
As we're
Ooh.
person.
Guys are
saying right
getting a
now, per
Tinko.
person.
That's what I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get a Tinko.
A
What
It's
is
a
Tinko.
wet dry mop. A wet dry mop /
See,
vacuum.
this is what I'm
It's the
saying. I'm
greatest
so
thing that
excited.
ever happened to me.
I'm ready for it.
Dun,
I'm excited.
Dun,
Anyway,
So that's exciting, Brittany.
2025.
2025. All right, Jenny, what is your goal for the year?
Oh, okay. I am really into finding new hobbies. This year I got really into yoga and I got back into running. And I'm planning next year to get into snowboarding and to really become good at it. And I'm taking Kenzie with me in January.
That's so exciting.
We're
Yeah.
going to Lake Tahoe.
That
Oh,
sounds like so much
that's
fun.
If
so
either of you wants to
fun.
come and learn how to snowboard, you're welcome to.
that
have
sounds
an
like a
extra spot.
blast.
I'm too broke for that, but I will be there in
Yeah.
spirit.
Like that's literally in a month.
Right.
I love
But
that.
I want to become a snowboarder and I want to start
Hobbies
writing.
are great. I love that for you.
Ooh.
Ooh, yes, write a really good book. We
Can
still have to
you-
write the summer romance book for all of
Yes.
us.
Yes.
Can you
Yeah.
start with a meet cute where it's a anxious, depressed girl who has a 6'2" neurologist from Denmark?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay.
Beautiful. Immediately 5 stars.
Yep.
If
Speaking
you
of
had
which,
to write
Go ahead.
sorry, I was just gonna share that Jenny and I wrote a book called Senorita, and I recently shared it with one of Derek's friends. He could not have been less interested in
No!
that story.
you're kidding.
That's crazy. I shared it with one of my friends here and she loved it.
Yeah, well, and I'm like, it's like funny, like laugh, like
yeah.
it's enjoyable. Like it's not a
Silly.
You read
serious
something,
piece
laugh.
of literature.
He was
That
just
was
too turned
funny.
on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
He didn't want to think too deeply.
It's like, I can't.
I was gonna say, Jenny, if you do start writing, what is your genre of choice?
I like
what would you write?
I'm like more like an essay person. Like I really like books of essays.
Oh.
So like I'm into that. And then I don't know how to explain the genre that I like. like, I think this sounds so like pretentious, but just like, I don't know, like serious fiction. I really like reading books that are like deal with grief or like are
Mm.
very like high level, like
Yeah.
coming of age
Mm-hmm.
type
Oof.
thing. So I think
I stay
writing about
clear.
something like that.
Okay.
I don't
I
want
haven't
something
read
that's
any
gonna
books
help
in
me.
the like general fiction category, but that is a category I don't understand. Like, how can you not have a book that's about either romance or a dystopian world? Like, I don't get
What
it.
else is there?
Sometimes I
What is
feel
there to
like
write
that.
about?
Where's my dragons?
That's
Yeah.
how I feel. That's how you feel when you read a lot of any book, like
Yeah.
any genre.
Totally.
You don't get how there's anything else other than this.
Like
For
I feel like I
sure.
read like 3 romance books this year, and then I was like, how do I go back to something else? And then I just went back to everything else, and I was like, oh yeah, everything's good. Like
Mm-hmm.
all fiction is slay.
Kenzie,
I
what
think
is
I
your
would
goal?
just get so bored if there was no sex.
My goal this
I'm kidding.
year is, girl, I don't know, to feel
Up
a
your
little
Zoloft?
less. I already did that.
Oh, true. Up your
up at
Wellbutrin?
another.
Get that 125.
Yeah. My next goal, I think during the summer I need to get out of the heat as much as possible.
Yes.
I like that.
So that's my goal. And also my goal is to have no goals and to just see where the wind takes me.
Just
and to be
vibe.
more impulsive.
I love it.
Honestly,
Because you're so skinny.
that's a good goal.
and
yeah.
it'll take you anywhere.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or be a jellyfish, flow with the currents of life.
Ooh. Just like your tattoo said.
Exactly.
I think all of
It
us should
told me that.
develop a new hobby together.
Ooh.
Maybe not the same one.
Well,
but everyone
yeah.
should
Wait,
get
let's
into
write
new
a
hobby.
collection
I'm
of
developing
essays
a
like
hobby of
Hamilton.
jewelry making.
You're going to have a jewelry making
Ooh.
business?
Nice.
No, I said I'm developing a hobby of jewelry making.
Oh, true.
Yes, you
That's
are.
not a hobby, that's a job.
Yeah, but it's
But you
also
can
a
do it on
hobby.
the
If you
a
guys
hobby.
come take a class with me.
I would love to.
If
Genuinely.
you
Okay.
love your work, you never work a day in your life.
I heard that.
Amen to that.
Abby,
That's facts.
goal
Yes.
2025.
Oh, another goal.
Another one. Did you
Okay.
say one and
well,
I missed it?
didn't know. The Avatar one really wasn't like that much of a 2025
Oh,
goal.
well, no. That's your 2024 one. We're not. No. Just kidding.
My 2025 goal is to go on all of the trips that I have already like planned out. And the
What?
reason why I say that's a goal is because as of right now, it's not happening because Andrew says that we don't have the money. And that's
Boo.
fine.
Now you have a job.
But my goal, so I have a bachelorette party in South Carolina and a wedding in Kansas City for the same people. And then also my family's going to Disney World in June.
Wait, that's
And if
so
I
fun.
can make
Fun.
all 3 of those trips happen, then we are winning. As of right now, we are only going to Disney World.
I thought of
Tier,
one more
tier.
goal. I want to do, and this is partly next year, technically for 2026. I want to sign up for the Disney World Princess Race.
Oh.
But
Is that the one where it's like
You win a
3 days in a
crown.
row?
Yes, it can
Oh,
be.
goodness.
So you
What?
can do like just the individual race, or you can do like there's one in January, and the Dopey Challenge is you do a 5K, the next day a 10K, next day half marathon, next day full marathon.
Whoa.
I have a friend who's doing it, and I've talked to him a lot about it. And the thing is, you have to register so far in advance, and it's kind of hard to get in.
Mm.
So I would love to, in 2026, do the Princess one, which I think happens in February or March, and potentially do that one. Only goes up to a half marathon. So do like whatever their princess challenges of the time.
Okay.
So
I do have
Wow.
a
Do that
goal
with
also related to
me.
running, which is 27-minute 5K.
ooh,
Me too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Twins.
Except
I'm
my
sitting
Garmin watch
about
is
40.
I set it to 26:30,
Whoa.
and my Garmin coach doesn't believe in me. because
Oh,
like
he's not
there's a
confident.
scale of like how much the coach believes in you. I'm still in the green, but it keeps going up to like the red. Like he does not believe in me. So
Oh
Yeah.
no.
that's okay. So I agree. 28.
Wait, that's 9
27.
minutes per mile. That's less than 9 minutes per mile.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a tempo, or I did a time. I don't know. I paused my workouts right now for finals, but I did the like race thing or something, and I think I ran an 8 minute and 36-second mile.
Oh,
That's
the
crazy.
magic mile thing.
It was just where you like, I don't even know.
Yeah. I don't know if
That's
I'm
so
gonna.
fast.
I think if I work really hard for a year on speed, I think we can
I
do
think
it.
you could do it.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
I'm just working on
Wow.
endurance right now.
I'm so proud of you
Yeah.
guys. I'm so proud of you guys. That's crazy.
Show.
Yeah,
We can go to
that's
Boston
crazy.
also.
Yeah. We can do that too. All right. Sounds good. Any
Okay.
other major predictions for 2025? Not in your personal life. Well, it can be your personal life, but also just in the world.
I mean, never mind. That's not
I-
a prediction.
am predicting that honestly, I don't think next year is going to be a great year for many. Not to be
Mm.
sad.
I
we
kind
hope
of have
okay,
low
that it'll be good for?
expectations.
let me clarify. I think individual lives, it'll be good. I think collectively as a society, it's going to be a rough time.
I
Does that
think
make
Wicked
sense?
is going to win a lot of
Ooh,
Oscars.
yes.
That's a
I
prediction of
really,
mine.
really hope Cynthia gets an Oscar because then she's the
Mhm.
youngest EGOT winner
Yes. We love
by like
that.
3 years too. I think 3 or 4 years.
Yes.
So I am manifesting that for her.
And then part 2 is going to make a lot of people also emotional.
I'm gonna be hurt when it
I
comes.
think
out.
Beyonce's
I'm
gonna go on a
excited.
country tour.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Really?
wrong.
She's going to go
I
into
feel like that would
hiding.
have already happened.
Oh, because of Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Wait,
No, I think it's gonna happen.
Although that man
Anyways.
has some nerve to go to the Mufasa premiere. If I were Blue
I
Ivy, I'd be
don't.
pissed. I'd be like,
I don't
what
know
are
if
you
I
doing
know. Is this
at my
because of the
event
Diddy
with your rape
stuff?
allegations?
Oh,
Wait, is she in that movie?
Yeah.
Bro, I didn't even know all that.
yeah.
And
All
then
right.
I've lost what you guys are talking about. That's okay.
let's just say in 2025, what was I going to say?
Let's just say.
I think I agree with Bernie that it's not going to be much better. It's going to be a little bit better than 2024, but not by much. Not
Yeah.
a noticeable difference.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the way it is. Well, we love you
I don't
all.
know. We'll see.
Let us know your predictions. And
Someone's getting
That's
pregnant
all.
in 2025.
like one of our friends.
Well, someone in the
someone.
world, yes.
Just
Whoa.
someone.
Someone in the
Someone
world.
on Earth.
Someone we all
Whoa,
know.
whoa.
is
May
getting
I
pregnant
say
in 2025.
anyone?
Someone's getting
Abby.
No. No.
Anyways.
I was trying to donate my eggs in 2025, but they rejected me.
Oh,
Why?
So
why?
Bad
apparently I
eggs.
have low AMH count, but that's
I
fine.
don't know what that means.
Which means
Drop
I
your-
can't have children. No, I
Oh,
can't.
Drop your predictions
kidding.
below who is going to be pregnant in 2025. Have a
Yeah.
great rest of your week. Come back.
Okay.
Love ya.
Bye.
Bye.